Here's how instant runoff voting works. It combines a first-round election and runoff election into just a single election to find a majority winner.
I'm candidate A.
And I'm B.
Let's say we're running against each other, and there are 15 voters. You get 8 votes, and I get 7. You have a majority. But let's say someone who agrees with you on most issues joins the race.
Uh-oh.
Yep. This time I get 6 votes, you have 5, and candidate C winds up with 4.
Hold on. You're saying I lose?
That's right. With old-style plurality voting, the winner doesn't need a majority. So I win, even though most voters would prefer you over me in a 2-candidate race. The majority split its vote once the third candidate got in. That's the spoiler effect.
That spoiler did me in.
Some communities just let the candidate with the plurality of the votes win, even if the majority opposes that candidate. But other jurisdictions hold a whole new runoff election between the top 2 candidates to find the majority choice. But runoffs cost a lot and usually have a big drop-off in voter turnout. In a separate runoff election, only the top 2 candidates would advance. In the runoff, the supporters of candidate C would have to change their vote to A or B. Instant runoff voting accomplishes the same thing without the need for a whole new election.
Voters still just have one vote, but can rank more than one candidate in order of preference. You use the rankings on the ballots to determine a winner, like a runoff election, but instantly.
I'm liking this, eh? I think.
You should be. This voter has marked our young opponent as her first choice, and you as her second. After adding up the first choices from all the ballots, there's no majority winner, and our opponent is in last place. But the people who ranked C first haven't wasted their votes. Instead of a whole separate runoff election between the top 2, we count all the ballots again in the instant runoff, and people who rank C first have their ballots added to the totals of their next choice.
Back to 8 votes for me.
Now you have a majority, so you're the winner. With old-style plurality voting, the majority split its votes and let me slip in. But with IRV, voters wind up electing someone who more closely matches their preferences, no one has to worry about spoilers, and the winner is the one we should have had all along.
Me? Of course.
You know this is just pretend, right?
Instant runoff voting. Majority winners, full voter choice, and 1 round of voting.
Or something like that.